Hello, everybody. This is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where we play awesome tabletop RPGs with friends. You can see that I've got my 2016 glasses. You probably won't see this often, but I may have to do reading, and it turns out that I need them. We are going to be playing Magister Lor, which is from the brilliant mind of John Harper from 1-7 Design Studio. Also, he's currently making the fabulously successful Blades in the Dark game. This is a prequel to Lady Blackbird, which if you look on this YouTube channel, you will see a few instances of me running this game because Lady Blackbird is probably my single favorite small press game, maybe my favorite RPG ever. And this will be the first time that I've run Magister Lore, so if I screw it up, I'm sorry. But I think that we'll have an okay time. I was able to play under the brilliant Larry of Tabletop Superhighway just a month ago, and I think he was a fantastic GM. So I'm probably just going to do exactly what he did, but in a different accent, because he's Canadian, so I'll say about. Other than that, it may be exactly the way that he ran it. Or, maybe not. We've got a brand new guest to play with us. I'm pretty excited. It's from Germany. It's Michael. How are you doing, Michael?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Rich, thanks.
Cool. And for those with an astute eye, that is a Dragon Age and Mass Effect poster. He tried to find a FemShep, so he's cool. You can let it go. It's cool. He wanted a FemShep poster. I want a FemShep poster. Everyone wants a FemShep poster. BioWare, what's wrong? All right, so we're going to talk real quick about the mechanics of Magister Lore. It's very similar to Lady Blackbird, but just a couple tweaks. One for PvP, the other one where you don't have to have six-sided dice. Man, this glare, I'm going to have to work on the glare. It's really bothering me. Okay, first thing in Magister Lore. And I'm going to do a quick screen share because then I don't have to look at the glare, and you can look at the character sheet. So here we go. It's 2 for 1. Okay, so Magister Lore is the titular character. I said titular. Magister Lore, and in the character sheet, you can see that there are 2 identities. Each character has 2 identities, and there are 4 total characters that are created. So there's Magister Lore, Kai, Kel, and Setarra. Okay, and for each of them, they have 2 different identities. Under those identities, there are a number, usually 2 or 3 traits. Okay, and then under those traits, there are tags, and you can see here there's one little tweak. Is that there are some of these that are in italics, and if you utilize the ones that are in italics, then it counts for +2, and we'll talk about building a pool when we actually get to it. But just so you're aware, when you want to do a thing, you start off with the identity, and you kind of flow down that path. You choose a trait, one or the other. You only choose one trait unless you have a special key or a special ability that allows you otherwise. Then you choose the number of tags that you can narrate into the attempt. And this is not a very... We're going to not give very... I'm doing a bunch of hand gestures you can't see. It is not very micro. It's not discrete actions. They're broader, so they're more conflict-oriented. So we'll talk about how you're trying to get past a particular challenge. And so then you get a die for each one of those. It does not have to be a 6-sided die as it was in Lady Blackbird, because all you're looking for are even numbers. You could roll, as I told them earlier, you could roll a 34-sided die. You could roll a 144-sided die. I don't care. You just need to tell me how many evens you got. If you have a 144-sided die, you need to show it to me because it sounds like it would look awesome. The other thing that you can do to add dice before you roll is you have a thing called a pool. You can roll any number of that pool, and you'll see that those who are younger have different pools, so not everybody starts with the same pool as they did in Lady Blackbird. And I'm trying to describe the game in comparison to Lady Blackbird and also so you understand how it works. So you have the pool. You can add as many as you want out of that pool. If you succeed at the roll, then your pool dice that you used go away, but you can get them back, don't worry. If you fail at the roll, then you get those pool dice that you risked back plus 1 more. So that's pretty cool. And the way that we do this, you say what you want to do. I tell you how many hits you need, right, based on this difficulty, and hopefully it's not too small for you. Based on this difficulty, that's the number of evens you have to roll on your die pool results, and then you either succeed or you don't. You can, if you're in the position to help another character, you can give them a die from your pool and say what you're doing. The outcome of the roll will affect both of you. And if they fail, you get your pool die back. If they succeed, you've lost your pool die. Are there any questions about a die roll and building a die roll against difficulties? Seeing some head shakes of no for no questions. Excellent. So then we'll real quickly go over a couple of other things. So you don't have hit points in this game. What you have are conditions. Now you'll notice here, and we're looking at the Magister Lor, it's not the same for the others. Magister Lor starts off with the ill because he likes Beastie Boys, and Ill Communications his favorite album. No, wait, no, that's not true. He starts off ill because he's ill for a reason, and we'll find out why in just a minute. Magister Lor suffers an ailment and begins with the ill condition. And so a condition, what that could do is it could impede your performance. It could basically take away the outcome level that you have, and what I'll say for that is just gives you less dice to roll, or it could kind of change your choice of action. If you're angry and someone wants to give you a little kiss on your cheek, I may say, hey, how are you going to take that? If you're dead, you're presumed dead. You know, if you mark dead, you're not dead, you're presumed dead, unless you seriously want to be dead, and then you're done, because I don't have any other characters to give you. There are 4 players, 4 characters. Do the math. Okay, so those are conditions. And the last piece here that we'll talk about keys when they become relevant. Refresh. So remember I talked before about losing your pool dice. That's awesome. I want you to spend pool dice like, I don't know, like a crazy thing, like my son and his allowance. And you can restore your pool back to full by playing a refreshment scene. So the refreshment scene is just a scene that you have with another player character, where it could be a flashback, it could be in the moment, but we want to learn a little bit something about your character, like, hey, why did you do that thing? Just, it's not action related, it's more character related information that we see in a refresh scene, and I love it because it gives beats to the story. Again, I'm doing a bunch of hand gestures. But the refresh scene, to me, is like the gold of this game, and one of my happiest parts of Lady Blackbird has occurred in refresh scenes, especially ones that Andrea does. And then I said I'd only mention quickly keys. They are customizable experience point awards. So everyone has different keys, and if you look at your character, that really will drive the motivations for your character, what you're trying to achieve. For example, we'll kind of skip down here to Kai. Kai has the key of the twin. So he's Kel's twin sibling. And I say he. They're not gendered, but I say he because both Will and Michael are playing the twins, and they have chosen male, or at least presenting as male. So you're Kel's twin sibling, and so you turn this key when you put Kel's well-being above other concerns. And when I turn a key, you take an experience point token, and you can give a token to another player character, which is kind of awesome if they were involved. So what that means is if Kai turns the key of the twin, then the XP could go to Kel as well, which is kind of cool. And so once you get 5 experience points, you earn an advance, and you spend that advance to either unlock a bracketed tag. I talked earlier about tags that you can use to build a die roll. Okay, these are locked right now for poor little Kai. Boy, look at all these locked things. Isn't that crazy? Up here, man, Magister Lor, he doesn't have very much block other than thoughts or feelings. Woo! Not at all. It's a key towards role-playing that character. But Kai has a bunch of things that are yet to be unlocked, and you can do that by earning those advances. You can also increase your maximum pool size by 1. Probably not the best thing to do on a one-shot. You can add a new key, which is really cool, or you can add a new special ability if you have the means to. Keys have one last thing that'll tell you, which are buy-offs. They're fantastic. Buy-off means that the key you get when you buy off a key, right? Then you have the option of replacing the key with a new one and earning an advance, which is really cool. You don't have to get 5 XP. You just take any of the advances that you want right then and there. You're not going to have to go off and learn and train and all that good stuff. It just happens immediately as we're going. So I have run through rolling dice, conditions, keys, experience, and refresh. The last piece that I want to talk about, but I'll stop here. I want to talk about PvP, but I want to stop here. Does anyone have any questions about the pieces that we just went over? All right. Head shakes of no, so we're good. Even from that.
I have a question.
Oh, yes, Michael. What's your question?
Yeah, I couldn't import the thing that lets you roll dice earlier, so someone will have to roll for me.
Yeah.
Who is there? Anyone volunteering? No
we should
volunteers?
probably wait to see who's not involved in a scene, because if you decide to, like, say, attack Magister Lor, it would be bad to have me roll for you.
Yeah, because Andrea rolls really high, and then she'll be
All
mad.
the time.
Oh.
She hurts herself. Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself,
Don't
Andrea!
give me sharp items.
Also, you might want to move the person who rolls around, because you find that one person rolls really badly.
Yeah.
Right.
Person as well. Okay, so PC versus PC. Now this is the biggest change from Lady Blackbird. There are PvP rules, specifically because the way that these characters have been created. They're really pointed towards each other in they're pointed towards each other, at each other. If you contend with another PC, you both roll and compare your outcome levels, right? The outcome levels are here, okay? And if they happen in parallel, like in a race, or if they interfere with each other, like a wrestling match. If they interfere, the outcome for the winner is equal to the difference of the rolls. So if, let's say, that Setarra wants to wrestle with Magister Lor, then they will both roll, and say that Setarra got a superb roll, and Magister Lor got a great, then the end result for Setarra will be a fair outcome. Okay. So a superb roll versus a fair roll would be a great outcome for the winner, right? And then I would determine what the end results are. We talk it through because I'm not very demanding, except when I am. Okay, that is PvP. Is that clear enough for everybody? And we can suss it out. I think it covers it pretty well for me, but I want to make sure it's clear to you guys. All right, thumbs up across the board. I'm going to stop presenting the paper. No, I don't have to read anymore, so I'm just going to take this off. All right. You can see my eyes. They're more expressive than glasses in a glare. Alrighty, so now we're going to introduce all of our players aside. Well, we'll reintroduce Michael, but Michael will talk about his character. So we'll start off alphabetically. Alex, how are you doing? Alex, and who are you playing?
I am playing Setarra, the demon bound in a crystal. A very big crystal.
So it's a lot like Steven Universe. You're a crystal gem, Ben? You're really good, a nice person?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's a lie. What are a couple of the keys that you have, Setarra, so we can understand you as a demon?
I have the key of vengeance. You'll make those suffer who bound you and your kind in the crystal prison.
And who is it that bound you?
Magister Lor.
Okay, that's interesting to know. All right, and Andrea, who are you playing?
I'm playing Magister Lor,
Yay!
who absolutely did not bind her. My character sheet says so.
You didn't bind her?
I've never bound a demon in my life.
Oh.
Wait, now? What now?
Yeah, it's a true story. If you look under special abilities, it says you know the secret rituals to summon, command, and bind demons, but you've never had to use them.
Interesting. So that means that Setarra wants vengeance against those of your kind, against those. You'll make those suffer who bound you and your kind in the crystal prison. So maybe it was a previous Magister.
Oh.
Or maybe Magister Lor is forgetful, and that's part of her illness.
I mean, I'm pretty easy as long as I can kill all the those people. Strelai?
Just call it something different every time. It's fine.
Strelai. I'm calling them Strelai. All right, excellent. And then, Michael, tell us about your character, please.
Right. My character is Kel Tuvari, and he is a smuggler, a pirate, and he has been with some rough crowds lately because someone, and I'm not looking at you, Magister Lor, has refused to train him when his powers are vacant. And so he now, well, sails a sea of clouds and being broody and all. And he's lately been having some weird psychic dreams about some kind of demon with shark teeth. And somehow he made an oath to this demon. I don't remember how this happened. Probably I was probably drunk. And so basically now I have to free her for some reason. But on the other hand, I'm kind of torn because the one person I care in my life is my twin brother Kai, and he is kind of involved in this thing, and I don't want him to come to harm. So those were two of my keys, key of the twin. So I have to take care of my brother, and key of the demonic oath, which means I have to free Setarra, basically. And my last key is a key of the outcast. So I'm kind of rough and edgy.
Nice. I like that. I'm going to put this to the group. A quick question. If Kai and Kel are in the same scene and they both have the key of the twin, could they both hit the key at the same? We'll just have to see how the situation. That would be interesting. They both hit the key at the same time and both award each other XP. They just explode with all the advancements, and they're both Magister Lors or something. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right, Will. Last but not least at all. Although you're a little you probably lost a couple pounds of facial hair. So you're a little less.
A couple of pounds with the update of Google and stuff like that. Yeah. Actually, this is just cosplaying. Kai wasn't very much a person, so I felt I really needed to get into the character.
Nice. Okay, so tell us about.
I sacrificed everything.
Take an XP.
Kai is
not your character, just you. Will go for it.
Okay. Will takes an XP. Okay. Kai is the brother of Kel, and while I feel bad that he was selected as an apprentice. I mean, there's not really much I can do. I mean, I'm doing what I can do and trying to learn and obviously grow to the knowledge that Magister Lor wants me to achieve, so I can also fight off the demons that she is fighting off. I have the key of the twin as well, as we kind of went over. I have the key of duty, which means I need to bind all free demons. That's not much of an issue yet, but it might come into play today. I also have the key of the apprentice, which puts me of wanting to support Magister Lor, which conflicts with my key of the twin, or at least might. We shall see.
Cool beans. Thank you very much. I noticed that Will already has his pool up in the upper right-hand corner of his screen. So that's a good way to keep track of it. I'm going to trust you guys because I did not create a Google spreadsheet for this game. Probably could have, maybe should have, didn't. So we'll go by the seat of our pants here as we go. So now I'm going to do my favorite part of the game, which is Rich reads box text. You're just going to have to suffer with it, guys. I'm sorry, because I love it. Here it comes, and then we'll jump straight into the gank. Magister Lor is the last surviving member of the Strelai, an ancient order of mystics that imprisoned the demons who cast the worlds into the sky. The Magister has secretly trained a young apprentice, Kel Tuvari, in the occult art of sorcery, because Kai's blood is bound to the essence which lights the Sky Star and gives life to the worlds. Only the discipline of sorcery can control this power. However, Magister Lor is not the only one with a secret apprentice. The demon Setarra, imprisoned in the essence crystal which powers Lor's sanctum, has visited Kel Tuvari, Kai's twin, in dreams, whispering dark promises and extracting dire oaths. Magister Lor chose not to train Kel as a child. The power in Kel's blood was too dark and dangerous to ever draw out safely. But Setarra had other plans. Even now, Kel has crept down to the lowest level of the sanctum and completed the ritual to release Setarra from her crystal prison. The demon emerges, singing the song to summon the great leviathans from the lower depths. Will the Magister stop the leviathans from dragging the crystal into the depths? Will Setarra free the rest of the demons from their prison? Will the twins turn on each other or betray their masters? Why were the demons imprisoned? Does anyone remember? Can enemies change their beliefs, or are duty and vengeance the only ways? That is our little bit of preparatory dialogue, our box text for the game. Everything else is going to be on the seat of our pants. And we'll see. We're going to play to find out. I'd like to open up with a scene with Magister Lor. So, Magister Lor, real quick, just a question here, and also I'll get to show a cool picture. By the way, this is I believe a free game to download for anyone who backs the Patreon for wonderful John Harper, and you totally should do that thing. This is Magister Lor's Sanctum. Up here we have this awesome lighthousey type deal where he resides. Kel's airship, that's a relative size comparison to Leviathan. Interesting. And the Sanctum, I imagine that there's some other stuff going on here, and down here is probably a crystal prison. So tell us a little bit, Magister Lor, about your room, like your innermost sanctum. Where is it that you stay, and what is it special about it? What do you like most?
So the room that I stay in, it has a beautiful view of the Sky Star, and it's very plushly furnished, and they're all these ancient antiques from bygone ages that have been handed down through the Strelai order, and since I'm the last one left, they're all mine. And my favorite thing about it is the baubles I've collected from pretty much all over the place. And they're all really brightly colored, and they're all really cutesy. And I have a thing for cats.
Thing for cats?
Yeah.
Do you have a cat? Do you have cats?
I don't have cats.
You're not a magical cat lady. Okay.
I'm not a magical cat lady. I'm actually very allergic. But I love cats.
That's so sad. You begin this game with the condition of ill.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a natural or supernatural illness?
So the illness is actually both tied into being part of the Strelai Order, the last remaining member of the Strelai Order, and also why I needed an apprentice. Because my life essence is actually bound directly into the prisons, holding the demons in place, which is also why I look like I'm like 18. And I could feel myself weakening, and so Kai is going to have to someday take up that mantle and burden.
Are you able to travel away from your sanctum?
For short distances, I used to be able, back when I was stronger, I used to be able to get away with it for a lot longer, but it's been quite a while since I've made any journeys myself. Kai is usually sent out if we have to do something off-world.
I see. And how far along is Kai in your training? Like, how close is he to being able to step in and fill that role?
He knows what he needs to know, but he's still emotionally, I think, not able to accept the responsibility because he's not able to separate himself from the world enough to promote balance. And that's what the Strelai Order is all about.
Last question I have for you before we step in is I noticed that Kai has in among his belt pouches he has medicinal items for your ailment, and why is it that he carries medicine for your ailment, but it doesn't appear that you have any medicine for your ailment that you carry around?
Well, mostly because if I carried them, it wouldn't do me any good, because usually when he has to apply them, I'm unconscious.
Making a note of that. Sweet. So we pick up in the very, very wee hours of the morning, Magister, and you are lying in bed, and that is when you have a very sharp, stabbing pain. It almost feels, for comparison, as if like your appendix may have burst. That is extremely painful. How far away is your young apprentice from you? Is he able to come in at night? Like, is he within a beck and call, or is there a way that you can communicate with him inside the sanctum?
Probably. He's just down the hall. And we're not completely attuned to each other. But, I mean, he's gone through the training. He knows what it means. So on some level, there's kind of a sensory thing.
Okay, cool. All right, so you awake with that sharp pain, stabbing pain. It actually is. It's in the lower abdomen. And it's lower abdomen where you feel that sharp stabbing pain, and it wakes you from the. It's like a really, really hard cramp that then it's almost as you feel something burst. You have not felt a pain like this before. It seems to be something more than just the general illness that you suffer through. And so what is it that you do?
So I think it's the dramatic like waking out of a sound sleep, where it's kind of like the immediate like gasp, like really loud gasp, and curl as she kind of like pushes her hands up against her side and calls for Kai.
Awesome. Kai, you are not in earshot because you are standing just outside of a summoning chamber. A summoning chamber where you see your twin brother, and he is just finished a ritual that you came in near the end of, and you see that there is someone or something that has appeared from one of the large crystal prisons, and then you were not within audio distance, but you do feel something like that attunement from Magister Lor calling for you. But there you are, seeing your twin brother. What is it that you do in this moment in the hallway?
Oh. I think you see Kai hesitate for a minute, like look up towards the tower where the Magister's room would be. I go into the room. Kel, what's the meaning of this?
Kel stands there and he's like shaking his head. Is like, what? Where the hell am I? And he looks around, and what do I see? How does the chamber look like? What is it? Is it big? Is it small?
Oh, so the chamber, and I'm kind of doing a little bit of reference to the way that I kind of see it here in the art. I imagine that the chamber is located somewhere here. So I imagine that this is. What do you guys think? I think it'd be cool if you were actually out in the wind. So maybe. Kai is here near the entrance. Kel, you came out here, and then this was the first of the many crystals that was broken, freeing Setarra. So there's this wind whipping around. You've got the blue, and of course this is a floating rock. There's another word that sounds a lot cooler than rock, but I'm going with rock right now. So that's where you are.
All right, and so just I need a bit more input because I'm not sure how aware of his actions Kel is, because on what did Setarra offer him for her release?
I don't know, Setarra. Maybe we should go into a little bit of a flashback. So so Kai, you ask your brother, why did you do this? So bam, we flash back to moments earlier when Setarra is still not moments, but we don't know how much time earlier. And Setarra, how do you appear within this crystal prison?
Now or to him?
Before, when you were in prison. So sorry, I'm gonna roll back really quickly and do a quick kind of snap flashback. We can tell that it's a different time because Kel has just arrived in his airship. His hair's slightly different. That's a thing they do in TV. And then you're actually inside the crystal prison, Setarra. So when we come into this flashback, maybe we have like a little thing at the bottom that says earlier. And so now more conscious Kel is more aware Kel is here. What are some of the things that you are promising him?
To teach him to harness his power, to not be cast aside as a reject, to embrace your strength.
You want to trade one master for another? Are you gonna be like Lor? What are you gonna be then?
A teacher. I would grant you. I would be a humble servant, giving you the power.
And you're like in this crystal and like saying things to me. And are we talking in dreams? Like, because I have psychic dreams. And
I like the idea of dreams. Maybe you're in the crystal, but then there is some dream space here, and then you can move in and out. What do you think about that, Alex, for Setarra?
I imagine, a kind of black void with like a pool of light with the two figures in between.
Nice.
Kind of in the edge of the black void, there's things moving, large.
Tentacles.
Yeah, tentacles, like a huge eye, kind of watching the scene.
So creepy.
And so I'm like, yeah, it happens. I have psychic dreams all the time because I have this dark blood, and so. But what exactly are you?
A being, like yourself.
I don't have tentacles.
Everyone is different.
True. So you want to offer me power?
You have the power. I will just open it for you. It is within you already.
You are strange. What is your name, lady?
Well, names have no power over me. I am Setarra.
So it doesn't ring any bells. So
I am before your time, young one.
Pardon me?
I am before your time, young one.
All right. And something tells me that I should not trust you, but what is it that you want from me?
Well, within these bounds, I can not help you. I am confined by those who rejected you, who would see you never harness your strength.
You mean
There's
Magister
you.
Lor? Is
That
that
is the
who you're
one.
talking about?
Yes, the one who denies you your birthright.
Yeah, that changes things a little. So you are bound by Magister Lor, and you want me to free you. What are you going to do once freed? Aside from teaching me.
What was that last bit?
Aside from teaching me, what are you going to do?
I merely want to be free.
Then why did he imprison you?
Oh, he didn't. She did not. It was her order many eons back. I hold no ill will to her.
And she has an apprentice. Do you hold any ill will towards him?
He is nothing. He is just a boy.
All right. So, yeah. You want me to free you, and I must answer that I have no idea how to do that, because that's ancient magic over there, and I don't mess with magic.
Come to the sanctum. Come, and I will grant you that knowledge I can grant you.
All right.
All satisfied with that? Is this a thing where you think maybe a role would compel him to take these steps? How much resistance are these promises fulfilling to Kel?
He is not actually thrilled by prospect of like starting under some tentacle being, and
okay, I'm rolling.
But the promise of power is alluring. So
I feel this is a quite important thing for Setarra. So I am going to do a roll. Do I use one dice for ruthless, or does it start at one dice for cunning?
No, you start with your identity instead of the free die, and like in Lady Blackbird, you just choose an identity and you get a die.
Okay, so that. Ruthless, then one for cunning.
Yep.
Then one for deception.
2 for deception.
Because 2 for deception. You're talented. 2 for manipulation. I think I mentioned some history.
Wow.
And I mentioned educating.
Jeez. You're really smart.
I think there was specifically some stuff about some occult rituals and arcane law.
So clever.
Lost Mysteries, there's a ritual that I know their way through. He didn't. That's
I'm gonna. He's lost me pushing it.
Stealth? No.
No, it's not.
Okay. Is this going to be a fight of wills, or is this just a straight roll?
I think that it is perpendicular, right? Like a wrestling match. We're kind of taking to statistics the conversation that you've had to see if Kel is convinced. So how would Kel defend himself.
Well,
Or is this a false contest, right? Because we know that you've cast the ritual. So if you aren't convinced at this point, then we'll kind of step away from this. If you succeed at the roll, then I'm sorry.
No, I'm actually. I'm gonna say that I'm convinced to at least come around there and listen to her again when I'm in front of the crystal. So because I don't trust her yet.
Right.
But I would like to listen more to what she has to say when I've seen with my own eyes, like this crystal and the summoning chamber and so on. And it's like this slow seduction with the occult secrets that I come ever closer to her, and she's like, yeah, and you can have this and this and this, and like this like the dark side dialogue here. So I'm interested. I'm interested in what she has to say, and so I don't say I put much resistance because it will use anyway because I don't have anything like to resist with actually, and Alex has like I don't know how many dice, so yeah.
11.
Yeah, I don't stand a chance, and so basically I
could see outcast to survivor to fighter to
attuned.
Fearless,
Dream travel. Nullify.
Yep. So there are definite ways you could build a small pool and then, or build a group of dice and then add in pool if you wanted to resist.
But it's if I go on conclusion because I'm already there basically in the future. So basically, she has succeeded in convincing me to at least free her.
The roll could decide if you are how kind of tricked you are. Like, are you kind of going into it knowing there's danger here?
Yeah.
Or have you been just completely convinced?
All right. So I guess I'm kind of experienced.
Rather than redoing that same scene again, basically.
All right. Okay. So my pool would be like I know outcast, I guess, experienced. I've been traveling a lot, so maybe I've heard things about demons with tentacles because I know about the sky squid, and this thing in the background gives me the creeps. And I guess cultures and educated. I've heard a little bit.
I think if I'm going to allow Setarra to do educated, then I think allowing you to do educated makes sense too.
Unfortunately, I don't have occult or demon lore because someone wouldn't train me.
All right, cool. So outcast, experience, traveler, cultures, and educated. Looks like 5 dice that you get to roll to resist. Wait, are there any? No, traveler is 2, so that's 6. That's italicized. Okay, so 6 dice for you. Any pool that you would like to wager in your roll?
Oh, by the way, just before you answer, I'm going to use 1 pool.
Thank you. That's 12 dice. So let's keep it even.
Well, I guess I will take 1, 2 because I'm not sure Kel is aware of the danger just yet because he has been talking with this lady in his dreams, and so yeah, he's a professional mistrust a bit, but otherwise. She's only asking him to free her. It's like not to murder someone.
Cool. So, Michael, you're using how much of the pool? Did you say 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, so that's 7 total dice. Who do you want to roll for you? Because we can't get Dice Stream to work on your.
Well,
hangout.
I will let my twin brother roll for me.
It's his fault. I mean. Sorry. All right, so we got 12 dice going against 7.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. We're looking for evens.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's a really good roll for
5.
Kel.
Oh yeah.
For 5 total successes against Wow, that's a crap roll, dude. That is cool, though. I think that
Roll
what
power.
happened...
No, yeah.
Yes, it's 5 versus 5. Setarra, you feel that he is well seduced. Kel, you go into this for your own reasons, less based on her motivations, but her seduction, but more for whatever reasons you feel. Perhaps there are other motivations that you have, like your brother could very strongly be a motivation here.
Well, actually, I feel like the thing is, Cal has this power in him, and he wanted to learn to use it, but the only person he knows who could teach him has refused, and so he's basically he wants to learn these things on his own, but he knows that he's going to have a teacher, or maybe he's well, has heard about this place called the Imperial Academy, where they also teach us things, and for that he needs like a starting point, something to enroll there. And he's a pirate right now, so he can just go there and they say, "Yeah, teach me, guys." And so he basically wants. Well, right now his goal is to obtain some kind of, I don't know, riches or position or something, and so this demon, obviously, because I've seen through the guys, offers him power or knowledge, and maybe he can use that knowledge to come across, comes one step closer to his goal.
Cool. Let's pull this. Let's pull that and let's push it forward. So the flashback happens. We have the dream. We have the murky and the eye and the freaking tentacles and the craziness and Setarra with all the offers and Kel being tempted. And now we pull it back to now. And Kai standing there as you're on the precipice there, and you've just broken the crystal shell to free Setarra, and there are many others still yet to be freed. And your brother says, why have you done this? What is the answer, Kel, that you give him?
I actually am not prepared to deal with Kai at the moment, because I hoped I could get away with this clean. I have a ship ready to just sail, and he just comes in and like, oh, crap. Kai, it's not what it looks like.
So Kai, that's the reaction you get, is Kel's not really able to put into words. He has a little bit of a guilty expression on his face. And you do see a demon rising from the shards of a crystal prison. And so we'll cut away from that to Magister Lor. It turns out that this little a magical appendicitis that you're having going on right now, looks like Kai's not answering your summons, nor is he answering when you call for him. And it still hurts a great deal. It's starting to ebb, but boy, it's like somebody stuck a dagger in you and hasn't quite pulled it out yet. Something feels wrong.
Yeah, so I think I need to go physically investigate what's going on with the demons, because something's wrong, and maybe getting closer to it will kind of help solve the little problem. So she'll pull herself out of bed, and she's got this cane that's like the curl of the cane is a cattail.
Oh,
and it comes all the way
man.
down, and the base is like the cat's head and four legs. And she'll kind of use that and totter her way towards the stairs.
I'm seeing that we have this like lighthouse. There's a lot of stairs you got to deal with here, Magister Lor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that like they're down at the bottom of the asteroid thing. You're up at the top of the lighthousey thing. Do you have any magical means of traversing this amount of ground, or just basically walk the long?
Oh, it's all going to be willpower.
I actually would have put a contest to this. Let's see if you're able to get down there in time to interact with this little tete-a-tete between the two brothers, or if just the pain and the sheer amount of walking is going to put you in a bit of a delay. How's that sound?
Oh, good. That sounds great.
All right, so I think that it's going to be you need a great outcome to be able to move quickly enough to interject yourself into this conversation. Otherwise, you'll have to deal with the aftermath when we cut back.
Okay. I'm reading what I can do.
Cool. I can definitely help you.
Definitely going to be under Demon Hunter,
Makes sense.
but Demon Hunter, veteran, athletic, tough. That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Yep. It does appear that's what you got. You need 3 total hits. And you got 3 total hits.
I did get 3 total hits.
That is amazing. Excellent. So we cut back to Kel with the guilty expression. Kai, as you're stating the entrance to that kind of bridge, and Setarra behind Kel. What's Setarra doing, by the way, behind Kel? You're free.
Oh, yeah. I think I kind of just... I'm watching amused just at the specific moment. I think I'm manifesting as the kind of woman shape, but there's a kind of cloak/cloud of darkness behind me, and there's some shape in there. But the woman is just amused at the moment.
What is it that you need to be able to free your demon brethren? And which is your higher priority? Taking vengeance or freeing your brethren right now? Like, which one is more important to you?
I have a pretty high sense of self-importance, but I mean, they are family. Oh, I think tactically my first goal is to free some of my brethren. I don't think I'm really have much empathy exactly, but I think, I would like the strength of having some of my brethren with me.
Cool. Hey, by the way, Setarra, you now, freed from the prison, your senses are able to expand. Did you know that Kai had a brother?
I'm not sure, because I think it was almost like a subconscious signal that I was sending out rather than a conscious. So a lot of this is new information to me.
Yeah, well, he does, because obviously they are twins. Also, did you know that he is marked and is obviously a fledgling member of the Strelai? You can sense this. And so, yeah, if you want to do that vengeance thing, that would probably be the best first step.
Oh, I can sense it?
Yes, absolutely. You can see the frickin' sword. Right, hold on. Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure that I remember that there's a star metal sword. He's wearing the robes, dude.
He brought a star metal sword into my presence.
Yeah.
I'd like to add, if I could, the sword that I'm drawing.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I think I'm rising kind of off the ground. The manifestation of me.
Yeah, so Kai, you were in the middle of this, I'm sorry,
No, I am in the middle.
Yes, Kel is in the middle of this. You didn't exactly have the best possible answer to dissuade your brother from doing the thing he just did, which is to draw a really nice... What does a star metal sword look like, by the way? Or what does your star metal sword look like, Kai?
It looks like normal steel, almost like two blades, but the center of the blade, it glows kind of a bluish light, and then you can see the arcane writings along the actual sharp edge of the blade.
Nice.
Glow now that it's been drawn in the presence of a demon.
Yeah, and then you can feel that presence behind you, Kel. You can feel its power, but there's also there's a kind of menace.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it's angled towards you.
I turn around and I see Setarra getting ready for a fight, and I see Kai with the sword out and getting all pumped, let's kick some ass. And I'm well, guys, let's slow down. I don't know what your beef is, but Kai, look, I'm just here with this lady, and we're gonna go. He promised me not to hurt you. Didn't you, Setarra? You promised you will not hurt my brother.
I said he is beneath me.
I made no such promise.
Look, Kai. Kai, this is not what it looks like. Setarra, calm down.
So you are not releasing a demon from its prison. That's not what's happening here. But that's what it looks like.
I kinda am, but I'm just well,
I'm starting to circle around Kel. Around Kel.
Eyes backstep, so I'm still between them, because I'm not gonna let you have a clear shot at my brother.
I start circling the other way at the same time. Did I mention I'm huge?
Yeah, as this is going on, I just want to make sure this is a thing that's been in the back of this is kind of like the soundscape is one of those that's starting to grow louder and louder. Kai, you definitely hear it because it's just a noise that you've heard many, many times, and it is the sound of the wooden click or the tap of Magister Lor's cat staff, the cattail staff that she loves so much, and she's been moving quickly down the steps, and that has become louder and louder. Magister Lor, you are hearing conversation, and you feel the presence of a demon, because you're a demon hunter. You can do that thing. That makes you pretty good at your job. And yes, you can see just outside of the kind of the cave mouth opening at the base we wouldn't call it a summoning chamber, although that's what it most recently was used for. More of the capturing chamber, something along that. You see there's some light there, and there are also shadows. It is dark outside, but there's like an inky blackness that seems to be curling in like smoke. And so now you can feel free to interact. I'm sorry, Setarra, you were circling around?
Have I spotted this?
I don't know, is Magister Lor coming right down, or is she holding back at the top of the stairs? I kind of imagine that this is a big, huge rock, right? And you're coming... Rich will get in the shot. You're coming down the stairs, right? And then there's the little hidey hole at the bottom. And so you're coming down, and you're able to see it at the base of the stairs. You feel free to kind of, you want to run into the shot, or if you want to stay back and do whatever you want to do, that's cool with me.
Okay. Well, because I can hear voices, and feel demonic presence and stuff, I think we're definitely going to pick up the pace. I wanted to kind of stay back and enter at a really dramatic moment, but you've ruined that for me.
You can enter whatever you want. I'm sorry.
I think I need to go rescue my apprentice before he gets himself into real trouble.
Well, I think me being the young apprentice that I am, hearing the clack, clack, clack of your cane spurs me into action because I want to prove myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to shout at Kel to get down as I leap over him, if I can be allowed to do this at
At Setarra,
Setarra.
that's pretty cool. So I'm seeing, just so we're kind of clear from a spatial alignment and make sure we're all good. I imagine there's effectively like a rock bridge out towards that big crystal in the picture that we saw before. That Kel is in the middle, Kai was near the door, Setarra was here but able to move. I imagine that being a demon, like, can you fly? I don't know. Can you fly? How do you travel?
I have the power of the storm and the cloud.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, that bridge isn't necessarily an impediment to you at all. You are kind of a sea demon. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah. Let us, as we come to this amazingly dramatic moment, let's take a quick break.
Oh, I want to roll.
I know. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll see how this pans out in this very
Okay.
short-lived campaign of Magister Lor. Go see you guys. I have returned. Did you get to have some fruit salad there, Alex?
I'm sorry,
I
he's
did.
entertaining me.
I did. It was very nice. Even if it wasn't ice cream, I still liked it.
Fruit salad is delicious. I just had a bite of banana bread as well because I'm pigging out today because I ran a 5K and I was very happy with my progress.
That's amazing.
I'm trying to get back on track. My son has been doing the Couch to 5K program with me, and it's been super fun. Yeah, he's not a jogger, so I'm proud.
I'm just running from zombies, so.
Running from zombies is the best.
He's got the brains. He's got the brains. He doesn't need to have the brawn as well.
Andrea, you have to tell me when you have made it to the mission with, I think it was Runner 10. That's one of my favorite bits of radio drama of all time. Like I really enjoyed it.
I have that. They haven't used it in a long time.
Zombies Run is fantastic.
Yeah, very cool.
Really awesome. I actually need to get into the next season. I had it back when I had an iPhone, and now that I'm using an Android, I don't have access to the app anymore, so I'd have to buy it all over again.
Well, it depends which one you use, because Will bought the 5K one for like $3, and then I found one that's not a 5K one for free. So I don't know what the difference is, but mine was free, so that makes it better.
I don't know. The audio quality on the anyway, Zombies Run is a great app. I love that app a lot, and it's super fun. It sounds the way you were describing it like the one that I had, so that's cool.
And there's like a little building game in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you travel around at GPSs and you pick up things that you can use to build your little homestead. It's fun.
Yeah.
And there are missions. You can turn on the zombies chase me option, which, by the way, when that comes on, you need to drop about 2 minutes off of your mile time to be able to get away from the zombies.
Yeah, you need to. I'm always losing. When I had that, I was just kept losing stuff because it's like,
yeah,
they're really fast. Those zombies.
I know.
It is definitely not Romero zombies. That is some like 28 Days Later zombies.
Yeah, I will totally let you know when I get to Runner 10.
I believe I was about to throw Kai into the void.
Right, I think that's where we were. Yeah, about to throw Kai into the void because Kai was leaping over his own brother to attack you with a star metal sword, which you happen to be slightly allergic to. And Magister Lor. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would like to interfere with my demon lady friend murdering my brother, because I kind of see I don't hold much of Kai's training, so I would bet on my lady friend here to whoop his ass, and so basically I would like to interfere with Setarra, with whatever she is doing.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
So you're helping Kai?
No. I would like. I have arcane sight, so I can see these arcane effects, and I also have this ability where I can nullify arcane energy. And so my imagination is it's like I'm building a conduit through me to the void. It's like sucks out the energy, and I would like to cancel out Setarra's flying ability, so that she is not able to like circle around and
nullify arcane energy and sorcery with your attuned trait.
Yes.
You become a conduit for the consuming void. Wow, that is insane. That is really interesting. Darkness in you, like the void which is said to lie beyond the sky. You can nullify arcane energy and sorcery.
So that's actually in one of his tags.
It's one of his special abilities.
But I mean, it's a special ability to one of his tags.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And attuned is a trait, actually, not a tag.
Yeah, but the other, and then nullify underneath.
Okay. With your attuned trait. Okay, so I'm going to say that sounds like with your attuned trait that unlocks an ability that you can roll for. Does that seem fair? Does it make sense? So
Yeah.
we'll put it within a PvP context. So let's figure out what people's intentions are, and then we're gonna do a giant roll-off, and then 20 minutes later, after a bunch of arguments, I'll tell you what happens. All right, so let's do that thing.
Okay, my aim is simply to just basically, it's the slapping this impudent whelp down who comes at me with a star sword.
Oh man, that's it. Like you roll up on me, then it's not going to go well. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Awesome. What is Kai's intent? Is to prove yourself? Are you trying to prove yourself to Magister Lor, or are you trying to defeat this unkillable immortal?
I'd like to say it was solely to defeat the evil thing, but seeing as I was spurned into action by hearing Lor's approach, it probably is a little bit of showing off for the teacher.
Nice.
That's probably mixed in there.
And Magister Lor, you of course, being a demon hunter, you definitely have the ability to act here as well, because you're awesome that way. You're the titular character. Got to say it twice. So you get an action.
I want to defend my apprentice.
That is wonderful. And then, Kel, you are trying to nullify Setarra's magics?
Yes.
Okay.
So because my intent is also to protect Kai, even though he's basically just leaping head first into danger. But I would like, I would also, I'm not like going to kill my sole source of arcane knowledge that they just freed and then got a lot of trouble. So I'm kind of in his. I want them to just chill out, and it's not gonna happen. But I want that. It's my intent.
I'm trying to figure out how to adjudicate. Like, what's the goal? So you want to just stop this? You want to stop Kai from getting hurt? You want to stop Setarra from attacking? Like,
Yes.
You're trying to de-escalate the situation, or
First, I want them to stop like going at each other. And my best, I think, since Setarra started this aggressive like stance, I think it's best to stop her.
yeah. Okay. Cool. I definitely think people are hitting a lot of keys here. I saw a couple of chat logs. Definitely some crazy stuff going on there. Cool. Well, Magister Lor, are you doing the thing?
I'm doing a thing. So, the demon's like backhanding Kai or something? Am I reading this right?
That's a good question.
Say a tentacle that's like this thick is just going to go
Back tentacle.
Oh my god. Got it.
yeah, out of the kind of darkness and shadow.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you were just doing that rather than, I don't know, squeezing him to death or something. I don't know.
It's a love hug. Oh yeah.
So basically what Magister Lor wants to do is pull Kai out of the tentacle's reach, which she will do by basically go gadget staff.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, answering in chat.
Yeah, there's a question that could the tentacle possibly hit Kel. It's entirely possible that it could hit Kel. Yeah. And so we have
I'm
a Go-Go
aiming for it.
Gadget cat staff that's coming out.
Yep.
Trying to think of some kind of cat-related pun, but I can't.
You cat? No, you can't. No. I took the fall for you.
Thank you, Michael. I really want. Someone thinks of one later. Please let me know of a Go-Go Gadget cat-related staff. Like a tail whip? No, that's lame. All right, I'm going to stop there. Michael had the worst one, so thank you, Michael, for taking the hit. Sweet. Okay, so I have a picture of what everybody's intentions are. Still a little fuzzy on Kel, other than just trying to interpose himself. So I think if you get the highest roll, Kel, then chances are that you've kind of de-escalated the fight to the point where the two aren't attacking each other. Yeah, I think so. I think it makes sense if help is being given from Magister Lor. Michael now has done a great pun, and no, it's Alex.
No, that's Alex.
Alex is Trump. Alex Trump.
Alex is is a master here.
Yes, we're coming to the end of the Thea line. That's good. We'll just leave that for a moment there. So is Magister Lor effectively... no, she's not aiding Kai because Kai's attacking. She's trying to pull Kai out of danger.
Right.
Okay,
She's
cool.
hindered me from attacking.
That's true. So
That's one way of looking at it.
Go Gadget, snap back my wayward apprentice who didn't ask for help. We have Kel, who is trying to de-escalate or block this fight. Setarra, who is doing a back tentacle action. I understand all of the intents. Let's roll dice, and we'll see how it susses out. This is going to be interesting. I will roll dice for you, Kel. So you can build your pool, and I will roll. As I pull it, I'm going to roll d12s. Just because. You make me happy.
I'm sticking to d6s. And Sea
Me
Demon.
too.
D12s don't get
D12s.
enough love.
Oh, no.
Sea Demon. Monstrous. Demonic. Strength. Speed.
Haha, you don't get razor claws.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not trying to grip you, but versus sorcerers.
Yep, it is versus a sorcerer. I love how you can unlock versus demons.
Okay. I can go with athletic, acrobat, blade, and attack.
I just love listening to the twins build their pools after Setarra builds one. I'm blah 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 blah. Because I'm gonna go with like a thing, and then I'll go like a little, like another little thing, and oh, that's got brackets around it, and a lot of pool dice.
Yes, a lot of pool dice. I'm gonna go with 3
Wow.
because I need to
Nice.
make this needs to be impressive.
I used a pool dice as well.
okay.
All right,
Just
let's listen to Kel build his pool.
Well, I have to use the gifted.
It's true, gifted, attuned.
Attuned. I've used my arcane sight to like kind of gleam this idea. This
Okay,
the sorceries around me.
that's 4
That's
dice.
another 2, 4. I'm doing nullify, or nullify,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
6.
drawing on the power of the void.
Okay, yeah, it's right there. It's in the word.
Yeah, and I'm also using 3 of my pool dice
Wow, so that is 10.
because I'm in danger and Kai is in danger, and so I have to stop this.
Yeah, you are turning this key when you put your brother's well-being above other concerns. So that sounds awesome. Great, that is 10 12-sided dice that I'm about to roll. So let's listen to Magister Lor build her amazing pool of amazingness awesomes.
So clearly I'm using sorcery to do things with the staff.
Okay, so Mystic to Sorcerer.
Mastery, so there's another 2.
Yep.
Defend. Pull.
So cool.
6.
That's all. Just 6. Wah, wah. All right. Here comes our buddy Kel's big 10 D12 roll. Oh man. All right. So there's an even. There's an even. There's an even. There's an even.
Rich, I'm not impressed.
What? It's a 50-50 shot. Is exactly statistically accurate. I'm right in the middle. I'm the median kind of guy.
All right.
I am average, thank you. Just trying to toe the line. Okay. Actually, Setarra is... No, wait, you didn't mark that 2.
Oh, yeah.
There's a 2 between your 6 and the 4.
Yeah.
So that's 4 successes.
That's better.
All right, and we've got... Wow, that was a crap roll, Andrea.
Yes, it is.
Is that 1 success?
That is 1 success out of 6
Jesus
dice.
crackers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That's okay. I'm not judging you as a person because your fake dice didn't roll fake well. Because if I did, I might also judge Will's roll. Wow.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah, Michael, I think you should be pretty appreciative of what I just pulled off, bro.
All right, Rich, I take everything back. Your
Yes! Because it turns out that the person who wants to make things not happen rolled the highest.
And Kai,
Yay!
you're the trained one here. You got training.
Now I am the master.
Sweet. But it's just barely, right? If we go and down the line based on the rules, you end up with a fair outcome, which means that I think that there's some pain that gets messed up. I'm going to throw a few conditions around. So let me try to wrap this up. You guys, especially Michael, if you have a little bit of I'm going to give you a little bit of veto, but I'm going to try to sum this up. So what we have is a flurry of activity. We have Kai draw his star metal sword, and he jumps into the air. As he does, Magister Lor sees what's going on, and she sees as well that Setarra is far quicker than you are, Kai. And Setarra's tentacle comes sweeping to the side. It does not have claws on it, but it still looks pretty nasty. And so she reaches out to grab at you with her crazy cat scratch fever type of staff there, and so that kind of ratchets out, and then the tail, big fuzzy tail, starts to pull you down. You get XP for the key of duty for what your actions. It's not going to affect the die rolls, but it's definitely going to affect you for gathering that XP. And I'm imagining that you're kind of up in the air as Kel is coming towards you, Kel, and so the cat tail twirls around your right thigh, and as it does, it starts to pull you down, and that's when your brother tackles you, and he is able to move you back. And Setarra, you feel your tentacle. It diminishes and actually falls to the bridge. And I'm going to say that you, Setarra, are injured from having that magic snap back on you in that manner. And I'm going to also say that Kai, you are currently, let's see, what makes sense for Kai?
Angry, probably.
Yeah. I think Kai probably feeling angry. That makes sense to me. Kel, you're feeling drained from that action, and poor Magister Lor. I don't know. I don't know if necessarily condition makes sense per se.
I could make it make sense.
Do what? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Andrea?
I could make it make sense.
Okay. You're
angry.
Dead. No. Make it make sense now, Dead. No.
Oh, I could do that. See, when because the staff was wrapped around his thigh, so when he went down, I stumbled forward and over the edge. Dead.
God, that's so good, but no, you fall over. Yeah, okay. So he pulls you over, and you're pulled towards the bridge, and you fall right onto your side, and that pain comes snapping back, and you feel injured.
Oh,
sweet. So after all of that flurry of activity, we have Magister Lor at the doorway itself, and right beside her is both Kai and Kel. We have Setarra, probably enraged, but I didn't give her the condition. I'm just guessing. And then Setarra, you are there, and of course you are near. You're in the chamber. You've got the magic. There are a bunch of other demons around, and there's Magister Lor. Your first attack was not successful because your own pupil decided that to turn on you. What do you do?
Ooh. It's a moment of quiet, I guess, after all that action, and I think I need to regroup. I think my gaze goes to Kel, and it's like, remember the deals that have been made. and then I think I just off into the clouds, kind of like you can probably see me kind of starting to circle back round towards the sanctuary. But yeah.
Kel would like to say something. He gets off the ground, off Kai basically, pushing that off, as you're saying to him, I say it wasn't the deal. You promised not to hurt him.
I don't even bother to wait to listen.
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
just off.
So Setarra is circling the citadel, as it were.
Yeah, you may suddenly hear like a crashing sound somewhere above as I re-enter. But I don't.
He basically just floated up to the top that Magister Lor just walked all the way down from.
Yeah.
Telling you, Magister Lor, if you spent less time on cats and more on magical carpets.
I should have. Maybe I should have invested in a cat that could carry me all the way down the steps.
Oh, a cat bus.
Cat bus.
Total cat bus. That would be the bestest. Okay, well, your wayward apprentice and the twin that you decided not to train are right in front of you now, and you've got your little cat staff around your good buddy apprentice. What do you do?
I think the staff probably reforms.
It sure does.
Yeah. As she, it's like this really like slow, painful like groan as she kind of rights herself. Feeling all several hundred of her many years.
Any reaction
Sorry.
from the pupil?
Are you okay?
What happened?
I'm actually a little curious about that as well.
And the boss look at me like, and I'm like, what? Look, Master Lor, I wanted to learn, and so you didn't want to train me, so I found a new teacher, and she taught me things. And I didn't know that she was gonna try to kill you or Kai. So yeah, it's your fault in the end.
And she just fixes you with this stare.
And I step back and like, why exactly did you what refuse to train me? What happened that made you choose Kai over me?
Come with me. And she turns and starts hobbling back up the steps.
Nice. That is a great little refresh scene. I would have liked to see what poor Kai had to say, but that was good though. I like that. So all three of you will be refreshed. Setarra, we'll work out some refreshes for you, girl. I don't know. Awesome. So once you crash into the above, I don't think it's like instantaneous travel, but you're definitely going to get there before they do. What are you after? You're just going to do like a relay race, like the up and down, up and down.
Yeah, I'm just going to
dies.
just collapse and die from exhaustion.
The most ignominious end of the Strelai.
Death by stairs. I'm getting to the top and I'm calling out to the Leviathans, bringing them from the depths.
That sounds amazing.
It's like just the siren song that's across the horizon that's coming out.
I have no idea why, guys, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I keep getting imagery of Ursula from Little Mermaid. So, just saying, that's a good thing for me. Might be bad for you. Well, Ursula, she's awesome. But I prefer Alex's art for Setarra. Oh, cool. So you were going to start and try to summon the Leviathans. Is that an actual power you want to make?
Leviathans is in the arcane, and I got summon.
Well, that makes perfect sense to me. In fact, Leviathans and summon are two different tags. Let's see how this goes. I think that awakening them, it can either be done quickly, or it is something that you can do knowing that they will come. And that will affect your difficulty.
I think I want to know that it will come, but I would also like to add in, which will probably make it a bit more difficult, I want to bring the storm.
I am going to say, if you get a good roll, you can choose either they will come or a storm will begin to form. If you get a superb roll, both will happen in a very quick fashion.
Okay. Right.
So
CD.
good. Wait, did I say good or great? I just want to make sure
I think you said superb.
You said
Superb
good, and then you bumped it up to superb for
right.
both.
So
But
good.
superb
So
was for the both things.
Yes.
For one.
If good, choose one of them. It is on its way. If superb, you just brought down hell.
Okay. Let's build a pool. Sea Demon. Arcane. Power. Summon. Leviathans.
Yep.
Water, Storm, and Cloud.
I don't know about water, but I'll go
Storm
with
and Cloud.
Storm and cloud. Wow, those are all italicized.
You can only apply one tag from the list, I think.
No, you can apply multiple tags.
Storm-
Let me. I'm sorry. I'm applying Lady Blackbird logic. Let me see.
It does say summon or control.
It's like the ors are only one.
You're right. Summon or control. That is.
Oh,
that is
yeah.
so summon
Yeah.
or control water. Gotcha, Michael.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying, and that does make sense. So you
Yeah, you're
either
right.
summon
Oh,
or
this-
control water, storm, or cloud. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm turning on you. I'm turning
No,
on you.
I agree with Michael.
Yeah,
That's how-
Michael, I think you're right. That's a good read on that. I just hadn't read it that way, but it makes perfect sense.
I also have to choose.
You do. Sorry, not sorry. Is that all one tag? Is summon water one tag? Or is summon water two different tags?
Summon two different tags, I think.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a combo, like summon plus water equals one tag, summon plus storm is a different tag.
No, because then I think it would have been like on my sheet I have the verses.
You're right. It makes sense. Okay.
Okay, I'll storm or Leviathans. I think it has to be Leviathans. Let's put in a couple of pool. That's down to
Oh, well then hold on. That's if you're only summoning, you can only summon one or the other. Then I'll say that good means that it is coming, but it is not immediate. So I get to go do some cool like foreshadowing stuff. And superb means that it is happening right the hell now.
They basically have to get off that little summoning area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, quick. Okay, I'm rolling 8.
Put up yellow tape and all that good stuff. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys.
Yeah, you might want to move.
Yeah. So you're making your way up the stairs when you hear the wet slap of the tentacle as it grabs onto the bridge, and it's large enough to fill that cave space with one of the little sucker type things, and you can hear on the outside of the citadel there are things moving along up it. There are leviathans that are crawling their way up the citadel as you are racing up the stairs, and Setarra is there. You're summoning them. I imagine you said it was a song that she sings.
Hmm.
Cool. So
Kind of almost like whale song.
Oh wow, interesting.
Kind of.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we have Setarra. There's a little bit of Storm, mostly for effect, because it looks awesome. Who doesn't love a little bit of Storm? Something about this happening on a sunny day would just be kind of weird. So Storm, it just doesn't have mechanical effects. It's just color. And you guys are racing your way up the steps. And Setarra, you've summoned the Leviathan. You feel them. These are your underlings. They're not like brethren, right? They're just
They are more animal. They're not. I wouldn't say they're sentient, like my brethren are.
Right. So they are your minions, and a fair point that Magister Lord probably not racing ahead. Hey, by the way, Magister Lord not moving so fast during rocks falling, like little bits of rocks, and everything shaking because these things as they grab on either side, with their multiple tentacles, the leviathans, causes everything to shake. Kai and Kel, you guys just like taking the leisurely pace that Magister Lord is.
I would like to defend the Magisters to give her enough time to get up the steps.
Oh, that's so adorable. Is that a key thing? Because I don't
That
see a
is
die
a
roll out of it.
Key of the apprentice, but
Awesome.
I'm putting my life
That's
above her.
sweet. Aw, that's so cool. And yeah, this is working out really well for you, Kai. Good call you made there. You backed the right horse. Your boat, your airship's like right out the side of the thing. If you hurried, you could probably, I don't know, maybe get away before the Leviathans like crush it and leave you stranded here in the place
Yeah,
that you just.
I'm guessing my ship is down by the crystals, where the crystals were, because I jumped like directly there. I did not park it upstairs because it wouldn't make any sense. It was like more.
Oh,
Down
okay.
below.
Well, in the picture, it actually shows Kel's airship up near the top. But yeah, if you wanted near the crystals where the Leviathans are like over top of it, that sounds good to me.
Well, basically, because I didn't want Kai or Magister Lor to see me come, I went from below and like swam up, like floated up and jumped over and to the crystals, because apparently Magister didn't think to place the crystals inside the tower, because it would make it more difficult to get there. But whatever. In any case, I have a choice because right now my brother is looking after Lore, and he's not looking after himself. That's a problem. But if I have the ship, I have the means to get them out of here, because they probably don't have.
They all that stand in your way of power, true power.
You
A
broke the
whispering
deal.
voice.
I snap at you like in the air. You broke the deal, and they didn't know who I'm talking to. I was talking to myself here, and so I basically I'm racing for my ship, because I tell Kai, stay alive as long as you can. I'm gonna get you out of here, and I'm racing for my ship.
That sounds amazing. So you're going to charge back down the stairs.
Yeah.
And try to get to your airship.
Yep.
I love this plan. It's the best plan of the day so far, and I love that you made sure that it was in the most dangerous place. I'm going to give you a pool die just because that blows my mind. You're a crazy man. So let's just do that.
I would like to point out that one of my tags is reckless.
Yeah, I think you can use that one. Hey, by the way, it appears to me, and I'm just pointing this out from a mechanical benefit perspective, it appears to me that at this point you have bought off the key of demonic oath, Kel.
I have bought off the demonic. My mic was out for my headset was out for a few seconds.
Sure. I'll restate. it appears to me, based on your current actions, and if this is just all like you haven't made a final decision, that's perfectly fine. I'm just pointing it out because there is a benefit to a buy-off. But it appears that your key of demonic oath, which is you sworn a demon oath to help Setarra free herself and her kind from the crystal prison, it feels as if you're not really going to pursue that at this point. Now, if you have plans or even inklings that you'd like to go back to it, that's perfectly fine. But if you wanted to take the benefit of buying off that key, this is probably as good a time as any.
I have partly completed that oath. I freed Setarra, but I have not freed her kind because someone interrupted me. And so I guess...
If you have intentions to get back to that at any point and you're just worried about your brother right now, that's perfectly fine. I'm just pointing it out right now before we move further and Rich forgets.
I will keep that on my list for now because
Cool.
I kind of want to hear what Lor has to say about this, but I haven't yet had a chance to, and so I'm not entirely convinced that like I'm doing the right thing here.
Okay.
Except for protecting the Kai, that's the right thing always.
Awesome. Okay, so you're charging back down the steps, and you told your brother. What is it you say to your brother before you take off? Like the explanation?
I ask him to stay alive for as long as he can, and I will definitely come back for you.
Nice. Yeah, your brother takes off. Is that cool with you, Kai?
No, I'm actually not too happy about that, but I don't think there's much I can do at this point because I'm busy fighting tentacles and creatures and stuff. So.
All right, so you're going to soldier on with your duty as an apprentice of the last of the Strelai. That's very honorable. I think you're making a decision based off of being an apprentice there, so you take another XP. Good job.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Magister Lor, you're making your way up towards Setarra. It appears that you're not very good at your job. No offense. And it actually feels like maybe you just kind of inherited this. Are you like a lighthouse keeper? I'm just curious. Like, what was it like? I want a flashback so I can play an NPC more than anything. Really, this is Rich being a selfish bastard. I want to see the moment when you became the last of the Strelai.
Okay.
Is this a moment where Magister Lor was an apprentice? Is this...
Oh, yeah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Awesome, awesome. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I think that what we have then is a sunny day, and we're up in the what was effectively like the hallways and the halls that we saw above where Magister Lor kind of woke up, and it does not, like, it's not cat themed at all. There's like no cat stuff. The next to last of the Strelai was not a cat fancy kind of guy, and so yeah, we have kind of the moment. What does Magister Lor look like? The same as before? Same as she ever was?
She does, but she moves differently. Like she's very energetic and very springy and like constantly in motion.
Cool. Awesome, awesome. So we have Magister Lor who looks... I don't know if anyone's seen Seventh Son, the really bad movie that came out last year. It was basically a young adult fantasy movie, but oh shoot, Jeff Bridges is in it, and he looks kind of amazing. He's got this like Van Dyke, which is it comes down, it's all like pointy.
I do remember the trailer.
Yeah, that's the best part of the movie. Don't watch it. It's not great. It's not even good.
I'm sorry.
He looks good, and he made a choice for a certain accent. Very, very difficult to understand him, and he was like the star of the movie, and he was most interesting. So not understanding the main star when he's saying stuff, not the best choice. So that aside, he looked really cool, which is why he was featured in a lot of the trailers. So he's got the cool kind of pointy beard, but then no face, a little bit of ham hock action going on there. And this guy looks old, and he is I'm going to use I have not come up with a name, so I will steal from page 2. This is Silas. Silas. So this is Magister Silas. So Lor is Magister Lor's name. Yes, so Magister Silas, and we have him, and he has maybe a large tome, and the sun is coming into this part of the room, and you're attending him, Magister Lor, and he says, "Girl, someday I will be gone, and this will all be yours. What will become of you?"
I don't know. What do you mean, what will become of me?
You will be the last of the Strelai. Will you find another, or will our order die?
Well, of course I'll find another. Just like you did. Just like your master did, and their master did, and their master did. I mean, there were more of them then, but... She, like, her hand gesture, like, knocks over a cup or something, and she, like, you know, grabs something to quick clean it up.
Nice. You will be the last of the Magisters. You will gain all of the knowledge that I have to give. You will never truly be Strelai until you have fought and faced a demon. This I cannot give you.
But it's a good thing if that would never happen, right?
The last of your metals will never be tested unless something unfortunate befalls the crystal prison. Recite unto me all of the oaths, and then he will start working with you to kind of work through the oaths that are needed to restore the crystal prison. And then we'll kind of fade out of that flashback. And you didn't need any pool. Oh, it's just being selfish. So there we go. Cool. So let's pick back up with the crazy action of our man Kel running down the stairs and trying to run past some giant Leviathan tentacles, making his way to free his airship. I think, Kel, you crazy man, you. That is, it's going to take a superb success to avoid any entanglements, as it were.
Entanglements, okay. So I... well, I'm going to take the gifted skill tree, as it says.
Sure.
Daring, athletic, because I'm kind of like jumping around, vaulting over tentacles and stuff.
Absolutely. Reckless. That gets you 2
Reckless. Stunts.
Sure.
And if I get there, I will have to pilot this thing out of the tentacle ridge.
I agree.
And it's not actually a tag, but I have a thing called glider cloak. I think what it means is like lets me kind of control my it's like this paraglider.
Okay.
And for the jump, when I jump to my ship, because it's probably not like right next to the bridge, but and so I'm using that.
Okay.
Don't give me an extra dice, but I'm just saying that if I fall, I have something to glide.
That's awesome. You can glide all the way down to the blue and then all the way... Wait, no. Let's just see if you make the roll, then we'll worry how far you glide. Awesome. So that is great. It sounds like you've got a total of 8 dice without spending any pool, and you have refreshed, so you can spend more. Again, I said this was superb, which means you need 4 successes. You're at a pretty good chance right now. Do you wish to spend any pool before you make the roll?
I will add 1 pool. I only have 3 left. You gave me 1 pool for the crazy action.
No, you had the refresh scene down at the base of, as you guys were you were questioning Magister Lor. You refreshed all of your pool at that point, so you went back up to 6.
All right. So I'm adding 2 more, so I'm up to 10.
Okay. And because I don't want this to be my fault, Will, would you like to roll for the brother of your character? Because if you fail, it's going to suck. There's a condition here that says dead. It's possible that I may have that one checked.
Huh. So there's 10 dice.
10 dice against 4 successes.
We'll roll 10-siders. And... Oh, no.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's good.
4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, man. 50-50 chance, and you got it. Okay. Excellent. So that glider cloak does come in handy as the daring Kel goes running off onto the bridge, and then you jump and glide your way. And there's like a tentacle that comes, like we've got the crazy zoom, like a Sam Raimi movie, you know, like from Quick and the Dead or one of the early Spider-Man movies. Is that you go diving underneath the tentacle, and then another tentacle comes up. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Mike.
And when it's like coming against me, it's it's super slow motion slowdown. It's like I evade it, and then it's again very fast, and it's like this thing what they do in action movies. Like there's very slow down for a critical moment, and then it goes past again the normal speed again, and it's like 3 or more times, and I land on the ship.
That's awesome. And tuck into a little roll and run to the helm, and you start to pull away. And there's a tentacle that's up on one of the masts, and it's kind of wrapped around. And it's almost as if a Leviathan is using that to pull itself out of the blue. How is it that you, and not making another die roll, but it's how is it that you are freeing the airship from that Leviathan that's actually using the mast as a point?
Well, I could pull a stunt, try to shake it off, basically shaking the ship off, and so or maybe no, I can't really do much with my dagger. Again, so if I'm pulling a stunt, I'm trying to like. I'm tempted to say I'm doing a barrel roll, but I don't think that's possible with my ship. Is it possible?
Why not? Why not?
Well, I'm doing a barrel roll. I'm just
awesome. Cool.
Around and it slips off.
Sweet. So we see kind of the last moment of Kel grabbing the airship is that he tilts it, and then it goes kind of masts up and twists into a barrel roll. You actually twist down into a little bit of the blue, and then we think that the airship is coming out, back up and out, but then we cut away because we got to have that later, right? Okay, so now let's pick back up to Setarra. You have summoned the Leviathan successfully. Are you going to sit and wait for Magister Lor to come to her own sanctum at this point?
No, I have work to do.
Ah, good. What is it that you wish to do then?
Can I sense the specific locations of my brethren? Or...
I think that you can. Now, I'm going to ask Magister Lor here. Where is it? I imagine that let's go with 13, because that's a good number, right? So there are 12 other crystal prisons that are located within the sanctum or within the citadel itself, the big rock with the lighthouse on top. Where is it that the Strelai have stored those prisons?
So the staircase, the inside's actually hollowed out, and the staircase is like one of these really big, like winding round staircases. So as we're climbing, we're actually passing them.
Nice. So back where they're coming from, there, Setarra.
Okay, so I guess whichever is at the highest point that I would arrive to first from coming.
Oh, you're just going to the first one. You don't have a particular one that you're after.
I think the first one I'm just going to go for. There are ones that I have probably more of a connection to, ex-lovers and such. So.
Man, when you live for thousands of years, the list of ex-lovers with immortals has got to get pretty long.
Yeah. 12.
Nice. What an equal opportunity demon. That's good to know. You can see the last one, you're like, well...
Yeah.
And he's like, sure. Fine. Okay. All right, that's a great coupling there. I'm sure that was filled with love.
Yeah, I kind of pull the... Is there a door? I don't know. I imagine...
Awesome.
I imagine multiple tentacles all latching onto any point on the door and just ripping out of the frame.
Cool. And then we have... So you're ripping out of the frame from the middle there, and you're pulling them up to to like one of the summoning chambers or one of the chambers of magic the Magister Lor has. And up ahead, Magister Lor and Kai, you can see it. You actually see those tentacles wrap out, and you see the strata or whatever, and there are rocks starting to fall. Then they fall past you, like huge rock. We have like a cool bullet time moment because obviously we have the budget for it. And then you guys are making your way up, and you come in as Setarra has this crystal, and she is attempting to open this crystal prison as well. And then you have twice as many problems. What is it that the three of you do at this moment? Setarra, you've already begun the ritual, or you're free. You can do this on your own now, right?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. So, Magister Lor, what do you do?
First, I unmute myself.
Smart. Now what do you do?
I'm a thinker. So, the way I'm reading my character sheet, I actually can't use my Strelai special ability until I unlock Essence.
Let's see. You can channel essence to cast spells using your sorcerer trait. You know the secret rituals to summon, command, and bind demons, but have never had to use them. In your hands, star metal blazes, arcane energy, and cut through anything. And essence is bracketed. That seems logical to me.
All right. Well, I guess I will have to make do with stabbing.
So, by the way, I know we haven't had explicit conversation, but I definitely think you've hit a few keys here. How many XP have you already marked? And maybe we should have a quick conversation about that.
I have 2.
I definitely think that this is an opportunity for Key of the Mentor to be hit again. Did you reprimand Kai for, the whole...
I was kind of substituting the Go-Go Gadget cane for reprimand.
Okay, that makes sense. So that you hit that. Key of duty, you'll be doing that here. Key of balance.
By the way, Lor, I would mention that you might not have essence, but you have fire and storm. And
oh yeah, I know.
whole...
That's totally fine. I just like the whole thing is I need to put you back in a prison because I can't kill you, which I can't do until I get XP enough to buy essence.
You can channel essence to cast spells. That seems weird.
The whole thing seems weird, to be honest with you, but that's
just
okay.
That special ability seems a little weird. It almost seems like you've got this sorcerer trait, but the way that seems to be read, you can channel essence to cast spells using your sorcerer trait, but you don't have essence unlocked. Does that mean you can't do anything in that trait? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That doesn't seem in any way fun. Like, hey, you can play a magic user, but you gotta make a level.
Well,
before
I'm still reading it as I can use the sorcerer trait to do all the things that aren't currently
It just
locked.
seems the summoning, commanding, and binding of demons. That is
the whole thing my character's actually about. I can't do.
Okay.
I'm guessing you can do it because you only need a sorcerer trait, but you don't get the extra bonus die for the essence. It's just how I would read it, but it's up to the GM to decide.
The way it feels like it reads is like you could be a badass sorcerer, but you can't actually command or bind demons until you unlock essence. Mm-hmm. And I think that, Andrea, that's what you were headed with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. It's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I also think it's kind of weird. Like, it seems really natural to be the one who locks Setarra up, but I can't be because I've never done this. I also thought that was really weird. That whole part is weird.
I think it's supposed to, like, to me, experience points and levels are really like a pacing mechanic, and so by putting that as something you have to unlock, it ensures that there's going to be at least a couple back and forths or scenes before you're able to do that. I think, like, from a mechanics perspective, that feels like that's what we're headed towards. We're running low on time, so we should probably ignore that. What do you think about that? Are you okay with that, Andrea? Because otherwise...
We have, half an hour left?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, thereabouts.
I am perfectly fine with that.
Well, and the other way I read it is, so it's a ritual, right? So it's something that's going to take time, which means while I'm doing ritual things, Kai is going to have to keep the demon distracted.
Oh, that's going to go well.
It's going to go great.
No offense, Kai. You've got lots of pool dice. You keep having refresh scenes.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Sorry for that long mechanical conversation that broke the tension. We come back to the room. I keep wanting to put stuff in your bedroom because that's the one I have the most mental picture of because you told us about it. But then that seems kind of weird to have that scene there. So what is this room like that we're in, Magister Lor? Give us a quick descriptor of where Setarra is trying to summon Taisharon. Which, yes, by the way, there is a planet called Taisharon. Nobody knew it was named after a demon.
I knew that.
Except for Magister Lor. And Kai. He studied for a test and he passed it.
Yeah. So this particular room, it's like it's on the exterior wall, so that wall is very rocky, and there are these great cracks that kind of run throughout that rocky face caused by the Leviathans. And they've kind of spread out over some of the walls and the floors. And the rest of the room, like it's very Spartan. Like you walk in and it's pretty much just the crystal in the center of the room. And the crystal's actually, let's make it red because red's a cool color for demons. So it's this bright kind of crimson red, and it's kind of floating between these two kind of gold, kind of ornate leafy points.
I like it. And that is where you find Setarra, as she is trying to open up Taisharon's prison. Setarra, you see that Magister Lor is here with her apprentice, the young Kel. What is it that you guys do?
I think just have to consult some tags for a moment. I think having a master
Kel's down there with an airship. I screwed up. Sorry. Okay, next.
Having an apprentice and a magister there at the same time, that does make me pause for thought. So I'm going to try and just break the will of Kai. It's like, yeah, the room just fills with darkness, and I kind of raise up, and I'm like looking directly at Kai.
That's kind of scary.
Kun, you have come back.
My blade will finally taste your blood.
I kind of there's like a low, deep chuckling that kind of rumbles around the room, and I actually want to do a roll to see if I can just terrify him.
You can do a roll to do that. And it appears that Kai, not Kel, does have an afraid tag, so you could definitely give him that condition. And that will impact his ability to harm you later. So let's see how that goes.
Ruthless. Terrible. Demonic gaze. Intimidates. Willpower?
Exerting your will over another. Yeah, I could see it.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah. And another from my pool. Another 2 from my pool.
Man, Setarra's got 8 pool. It's only Magister Lor that has 4.
Oh yeah, pool 8. No.
Oh, that's right. You haven't had a refresh scene there, by the way, so you're running pretty low, aren't you?
I'm totally gonna have a refresh soon if possible. And visit somebody in Nightmare and put some doubts in somebody's mind.
That's a good pool. How are you defending Kai?
Oh, this is not a physical attack, so I guess I'm gonna go with gifted and attuned with awareness of what she's trying to do, and then my willpower, which adds another 2. Demon lore, and I know that this is a trick of hers. That would put it at 6.
I'm perfectly happy with Demon Lord, but I wouldn't say it's a trick. This is just me trying to. I think I'm terrifying.
I would also like to remind Kai that I have promised to come back for you, and that I ask you not to die. So maybe that counts as assistance, like spiritual assistance, because you know your brother is with you.
Do you want to give a pool die?
Totally with him. I mean, it's not like he ran out and summoned a demon and then ran away. I mean,
No. I told you where I'm going.
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
That's hilarious. Do you wish to give Michael? Did you want for Kel to give a pool die to Kai?
Yes, I would like to do that.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Lord, do you want to give me a pull die? Help?
Right.
Teach your
You know.
apprentice a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would show him how not to be a magister.
And I'm gonna spend
I
2
think-
pool dice.
Right, and I think I can assist too by just being a reassuring badass and laugh in the demon's face.
So this is at 9 at this point.
That's pretty good.
9 versus 9. Oh, fuck. I'm putting in my last pull die. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping my laughter just booms out over the top of somebody else's laughter. Oh,
I
what's
am
yours?
going to, if I could, you want? No, I'll just take it.
7.
I can, once per refresh, I can re-roll odd dice, but
Oh,
You might want to reroll odd dice.
yeah.
maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
So that's 3 more dice. Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
8.
8 to 7. Oh, that was
Just
tense.
barely.
Wow, you had to blow your little re-rolly thing. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Cool. So what is it? What is it you feel was the strongest impulse that helped you to fight back that fear? It was hard, by the way. Setarra is terrible.
Yeah, I think it was the promise that Kel would be back.
Aww.
If only Kel failed the roll, that would be hilarious.
Right.
He's like gliding,
I-
still gliding.
I don't know that though. He's plummeting to his death.
I have trusted my brother with the roll, and it could not have failed.
Oh, so I get my 4 back that I used.
You do. That won't be a bad thing later. Yeah, and you're out of those pool dice, Kai. Good job. And let's see, did we hit any keys there? Yeah, for Setarra. Let's see, Key of Vengeance? I think so. I definitely think you turned that key there.
2 XP.
And you're also attempting right now to liberate, so I hope you're getting that as well.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
XP,
give that
you
kind of.
obey a command. Awesome.
Rich,
Yes.
may I ask something about my keys? I have 2 so far, but I have freed Setarra. Does that count as my key of demonic oath turning?
Well,
It wasn't really my decision in that moment.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it was in box text. It's kind of weird to give. You're almost like that was the setup. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I have run off on my own because I'm like an outcast like that. Did that create a stunt action turn my key of the outcast?
Sure.
All right.
I would also probably say that he, where's the thing?
I think we already turnkey the twin for you already, right?
I have turned it twice. Once on the bridge and once on the when I promised to come back to him for him.
Okay, good. So we have been hitting that. Excellent.
I'd
So
also
let's
say
talk.
when he ran off, he probably would get 2 XP instead of 1 because
Oh
he
yeah,
went
he
into
did run
danger because
straight
of
into
his
danger.
key.
All right.
Good point. So take two XP for that.
So that's 4 in total. So I'm 1 XP left.
3 total.
No.
No, he hit Key of the Twin twice. And if you got 2 for
Sorry.
Key of Outcast, then that is correct.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
It's an American math from public schools. Okay. That means it's kind of steady. It's a little shaky. Sweet. I'm sorry. We're going to do a quick key check here. I think the Key of Duty sounds good to me there. I think we're definitely going against turning that key. Yeah. And I think you maybe impressed your Magister Lor there. Huh? So that's a couple of keys for you. Awesome. Magister Lor, after watching your brave little apprentice, who happens to have your medicine, fight off Setarra's demonic influences, is there anything that you choose to do right now?
So I think while Setarra is still all like puffed up and just beginning to realize, oh, that didn't actually work, Lor will kind of step with her back to Setarra because she's badass like that, and plant her staff down on the ground and kind of lean on it very heavily as she leans in and looks her apprentice dead in the eye. Says, "This is exactly what you've been training for. I know you can defeat this demon and keep her busy while I enact the rituals to imprison her once again.
I will give you the time you need, no matter the cost."
And she leans forward, pats you on the arm, like a very grandmotherly pat.
I love the whole old lady thing you're playing there. So that's great. It's just so great. It cracks me up. That's awesome. That was a great little moment. I don't know, Alex. Do you think that do you think that satisfies refresh? There weren't any questions, but it was a neat little moment.
Yeah, I think I don't want it to, but it does.
No, you don't want it to, but it does.
Yeah, I don't want it to.
Yeah, that's true. Sweet. Well, maybe Ty Sharon and you know, we can go back to flashback for them in just a moment here, but let's see how things are going. So yeah, you guys have that moment, Setarra. You begin the ritual. If you want to free Ty Sharon, maybe it'd be a good time to do that now.
Yeah, I think. What would I be?
How about this?
Cut.
This is a little weird, so let me talk it through.
Hmm.
You need 6 total hits to free another demon. It can be cumulative, meaning that it is not a one and done, but it may take a few attempts. Effectively, like you have to kind of break down the prison walls of the crystal before Tysharon is able to emerge. Does that seem cool to you?
Yeah.
All right, so you need epic success or epic outcome for this to happen. However, it's a cumulative thing. So if you get 3 this time, that means that everybody else can react, and then you can attempt again after you destroy them.
Okay, I think because I'm the kind of that not breaking Kai's will has annoyed me quite greatly, and I think I'm gonna kind of go, basically go Kylo Ren on this crystal and just smash it apart to break him.
Spoilers! No, I'm sorry.
So I'm just gonna go get a little frustrated.
That sounds awesome. So let's build a quick pool and let's see how that comes out.
Sea Demon, Monstrous, 2 for Demonic, 1 Strength, 1 Speed, and Crushing Grip.
Yeah.
Bash and just slamming it against things, and there's a lot of thrashing.
That sounds amazing. I love it.
And
So like 2 stormtroopers are walking down the hallway. They see all this going on. They turn around and walk back.
Yeah. And some doobity doop pool.
Oh man, you're gonna blow the rest of your pool.
I'm blowing it all.
That's awesome.
How many did you say?
Oh my gosh, you need epic, which I think was 6. Do you have 6?
I have a bit more. I have 7.
Wouldn't Kai be able to interfere somehow?
Kai was busy, like, yeah.
Listening to the inspiring speech?
I was getting my pep talk.
Like, I will do everything in my power. Oh.
Damn it.
Don't. It's like Magister Lor is like, I know you can do this. Don't worry. This takes like hours to free someone from the binding. I've read it in a book somewhere. And like, oh, you hear this like crack, 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 and then a deep rumbling, burbling laughter. And now standing by Setarra in an angry red skin, his carapace is very thick and shiny. Is the demon known as Taisharon. And so there you guys have 2 demons. That was definitely a key of the mentor for you, Magister Lor, giving up a binding action to be able to encourage, and it was pretty dangerous. I'll give you 2 XP for that. Not the wisest choice, but maybe it'll pay dividends later. That later should be very quickly because the game's almost over. Okay, so now I think that it would be cool if, as the second demon appears, Kel comes back into one of the cave boys. Kel, who has the airship, comes back into the picture.
The naughty one.
Well, not with an airship because they're fighting inside. But I have parked my airship above where the advisors can't reach it yet because they're like kind of crawling up, and it's a pretty big tower. And I've run down because I probably hear this. I have arcane sight, so I probably can see through the walls. It's these auras that are gathering there, and so I guess I just go to where the action is because that's what I promised. And so, yeah, have I been here before? Has Master Lor showed me the ropes or whatever?
I don't know, Magister Lor. Have you showed the ropes to the wonderful but misled Kel?
Well, I mean, there's not much to this place, so he's probably maybe not been in this actual chamber, but certainly passed by it on the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Is there another entrance to this chamber?
You could make an entrance.
Yeah, because I want to. I know I don't stand a chance against a demon, but I may have a drop on them from behind, and maybe distract him a little. So my brother with his awesome light sword can just cut him up. I don't know that they're immortal. You never taught me that, Magister Lor. And so I don't know. Can I? I don't want a grand entrance because that's not my style. I just wanna like sneak up on Setarra and try to distract her. So my brother, so we can take a double team her.
Nice. Okay, so you would have tried to sneak up on Setarra. I'm going to say that Setarra was busy. Hold on just a second. I've got an interruption. I apologize.
So Kai, how are we gonna do it?
I'm gonna jump at one of these things and keep hitting until it falls down.
It's a good plan.
Well trained. I'm going to say that Setarra is unaware because she is finishing up her awesomeness of unbinding Tysharon. And so you can go ahead and make your way up and let's figure out what you want to do. Kel, you see that your brother Kai is there, as is Magister Lor.
Basically, I want to get a drop on Setarra, so like to jump on the back and like stab her with my dagger, because that usually helps against people. Setarra died. No, she didn't.
No, we were bringing Alex outside to step away, and Will decided to tell him that Setarra died. That was a dirty, dirty lie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to like as I come in, I probably just see one demon because the other is not freed yet, and so I basically run around and jump and start to try to stab her.
Okay, cool. Yes, you're being bathed in red light as you do so because the crystal is in the point of breaking for Tysharon to emerge, and that's when.
I try to stop her from breaking the crystal, but it doesn't really happen for me. But maybe I can distract her.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and see how that comes out. I'm going to state that since I didn't really allow anybody to oppose Setarra's roll to free, that's what she's busy doing. So I'm going to say that to do this without being without a counterattack from our good friend Tysharon, you will need a great success to be able to wound Setarra. I'm not even using a star metal sword. I'm going to call it a superb success. Sorry.
Okay.
Your punk-ass dagger means nothing to her. But if you find the right place, chop off a tentacle or something.
Yeah. Because right now, Kel is feeling responsible because he did not count with the Leviathans, and he is like, okay, I've done something wrong here, and so I need to put it back right. And so he comes back, and I guess I'm gonna use my outcast skill, survivor, fighter, stealth, underdog, because I'm definitely going with the dagger against the demon with thousand tentacles, tough, and probably fearless because that thing just tried to intimidate my brother.
Cool. I think that Magister Lor and Kai have the chance to aid here because you've just seen this terrible awfulness loosed upon the world. Or you can take your own actions if you wish.
Yeah, I unfortunately think Magister Lor is going to be distracted with the binding.
Nice.
Now, aid in giving him some dice from my dice pool, or aid as in me making a roll as well?
What do you think? It looks like Magister Lor is going to try to rebind them, but she had said that you can take action. So if you wish to make your own attempt, you can. If you wish to just give a helping die, that is fine too. You do have a star metal sword, so it might make more sense for you to also wade in, because I think that was your intent originally.
Yeah. Okay. Because it'll be two people against two would be more easily.
That's true. It's even odds. Yeah. Two apprentices who have not quite figured it out against two demons who've recently been let upon the world. Perfectly good odds. 2 versus 2.
That way also the other demon can't
Oh,
team up on the brother.
I have no right. Can I give him one of my dice? So because I'm basically distracting Setarra from one side and.
No, but I think that you're definitely both using Key of the Twin here, right? You're in a weird kind of way. You're putting the well-being of your twin brother over your own because you're throwing yourself against demons.
Does it count as going into danger?
Sure.
And I'm giving away my token to Kai.
Okay.
And I'll do the same.
Thank you.
Also, does our Master and Apprentice thing hit our special ability?
It does. Thank you. And what is the benefit for that special ability, Master and Apprentice?
You get to roll an extra die,
Oh, yay.
Mr. Well.
All right. So assembling my pool. Guess here I'm going full steam. So apprentice, adept, athletic. I'm sure I'm going to be dodging firebolts or tentacles or something. So acrobatic, and blade, and attack.
Cool.
And then my extra dice.
Right. So you have a Star Metal Sword. I'm going to say you need a great success. Are you both attacking Setarra, or are one of you attacking Taisharon? It's just 2-on-2. So I imagine you have excellent twin communication. You can divvy up the targets how you wish.
I'd probably be prone to attack who Kel isn't, so that way he doesn't get attacked from behind. So it's almost kind of like we go back to back and fight off the two demons.
Yes, that's what I want. What I want. Like.
Okay, cool. So you're Kai is attacking Taisharon. Kel is attacking Setarra from behind.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. So Kai, you will need a great success. Kel, you will need a superb success.
1, 2, 3. My pool is 7, and I add 1 die to it, so it's like 8.
Okay.
Master Lor, would you roll for me? Because it's like demon slaying business is your thing.
Nice.
You said 8?
Yes, 8.
I can do that.
8d4.
No, D6s.
5. Nice.
Barely. No. Okay.
Nice. Okay, and then that's how many for Kai?
5 for Kai.
5 for Kai. Both of you succeed in wounding. Of course, you can't kill a demon, even with a Star Metal Sword, but it does hurt a great deal. So, Taisharon, he does this burbling laugh, and then his carapace is split open by a wicked gash from Kai. And then Kel jumps onto your back, Setarra, and stabs you in the back. And I think that's the perfect time to maybe buy off the demon oath there.
Yes, and as I stab her, I whisper into your ear, the deal is off.
Can I choose what wound or thing I take? I'm furious.
Red hot, blind with anger. What is Setarra's reaction now that you've freed your lover, Taisharon, most recent lover, we'll go with the most recent lover, Taisharon, and the both of you have been struck, wounded, while Magister Lor, you can hear the charm of unmaking, and she's going to try to make right what has been broken. What is it that you wish to do, Setarra?
I don't know if I have the time, but I don't know if you have the time. I wouldn't mind just like looking at Kai Sharona and just sharing this like glance as we are taken back in time.
Nice. So you want a quick flashback. That makes it perfectly awesome. Is this another dream moment?
I think it's an actual event. I think it is maybe the eve of battle or during battle against the Strelai. Maybe this is hours or days before we were bound.
Nice.
And the demons are big and towering and
That
fighting off these
sounds,
little tiny wizards.
that sounds very good to me.
And I think I'll be with a guy.
Tysharon?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll type that in there. Cool. Okay, so we have a flashback to those moments in Tysharon, and you are what are you writing off the battle, or is this the last moments before you have been captured? I'm just trying to figure out what the vibe.
Ooh, yeah, let's say this is like we are some of the last. There may be others, but we've seen a lot being bound and captured by, hordes of Strelai.
Cool. Then I think maybe it would be cool if you're down in the void itself, like down in the blue, in the deep blue, surrounded by leviathans, putting out the final defense. And Tysharon will hold you, right? Because he's romantic like that with his giant red angry demon form. And,
It's like one of my tentacles is like wrapping around his neck and stroking his cheek, or face, or
that's adorable. I love that.
mandibles.
Mandibles, yes. He says, "We are immortal. Whatever transpasses can be undone."
One day, we shall break free, and we shall lay waste, and all this will be ours again.
One day. Free me first, or I will free you.
It is an oath.
Cool. All right, you're refreshed.
Yes. Right.
Oh my goodness,
Ding,
there's
ding, ding,
horrible
ding,
stuff
ding,
going
ding,
on in the chat. You guys are awful. So as we come back to this, and we are running a little bit over time, so unfortunately we're going to have to cut this short very, very soon. And so I kind of see, let's see what Setarra's reaction is, and then I'd like to see what Magister Lor is able to accomplish, because Magister Lor is the titular character, so therefore Magister Lor should probably try to do some cool essence binding kind of stuff. Sweet. So Setarra, what do you do?
I'm going straight at Magister Lor, kind of pushing, throwing off these little ants off my back or whatever. And
Kel's right on your back still. He's like stabbed in. He's like right by your ear, and then it's like he's hanging on for dear life. Hey, let me go. Sweet. Setarra, you wish to attack Magister Lor? I think that is probably something Magister Lor would like to avoid. Unless you want to just take it so that you can try to bind her.
I'll totally take it.
You're badass.
I know.
just back in 2 seconds. Just
Oh, sure. Let's go ahead and build the binding for Magister Lor, and then we'll see whether you survive the attempt. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm going to mute Alex because I think there's a baby monitor thing going on. I almost hit the eject button. That would have been stupid.
That would have been sad.
And really bad. Okay, I muted you, by the way, Alex. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's see how the binding roll goes, Magister Lor, and then we will see if Setarra is able to wield bloody vengeance on you before whatever happens from that binding. So there's simultaneous actions. So we'll see Magister Lor's first.
Okay. So Mystic, Sorcerer, Mastery, which is 2, so that's 4. Control would probably be the most fitting.
I think it's going to be incredible for you to bind one of them, but epic for you to bind them both.
Got it. I'm not going to count Essence because I technically didn't buy it, and we're waiving that thing anyway.
We are. It's been waived.
Pull. I'm pulling them back into their prisons.
I like it.
Rituals. And then I get 1 from Master and Apprentice. So that is 8 things.
Yes, that's right. Simpatico.
And then all my pull dice.
That's probably smart. All 4 of them. Poor Magister Lor.
I am right on Setarra's back. Can I try to hold her back while by a couple seconds for Master Lord? Just
That sounds awesome.
anything.
Give her a pool die. That sounds fantastic. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
I give you 2 of my last pool dice. I put all my effort.
Helping is you can give a die from your pool.
Okay,
So
I give 1 die to her.
mentally, you can give the second. Like it doesn't mechanically affect, but Michael
Yes,
can do
I
that.
give you the second one mentally because I want
It
to
pays
succeed
off.
so badly.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna roll some dices.
Roll DCs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh snap! Oh, that is epic, man. So Setarra, as she's coming, what does the binding look like, Magister Lor?
So Magister Lor has using her staff, and she's drawing these symbols in the air. And as she does it, of course, these fury kind of symbols start to appear where she's drawn. So there's like this big circle, and all these they look like squiggly lines, but they're really like mystical symbols.
Nice.
And as Setarra's approaching, she kind of flings her staff back and then flings it forward, and the circle just kind of snaps around her.
Sweet.
Am I affected too?
I don't know. That would be kind of awesome, wouldn't it? We are at the last moment. I think that would be perfect. Are you okay with that?
I would like to try to evade, but I already said that I'm holding the demon back, so I guess I am kind of trapped on her back.
Yes, I love it. Oh, that's so cool. The binding wraps around Setarra as she strikes Magister Lor. So, Magister Lor has bound you, Setarra, but you're still able to attack and try to wreak bloody vengeance on her. And yeah, I think if you are able to pull this off, I would love it to be the condition of dead, because this is the last moments of the game.
Yeah.
And poor Kai. I just want Kai left all by his lonesome. That's what I want. So guess what? You just need a good difficulty.
Okay. Well, I think I think it's time to retract my claws out. It's kind of like along the tentacles. They're just like as I move, it's all retract out.
Oh, that's
It's
wicked.
like turning my tentacles into like barbed wire. And yeah. Okay. Sea demon.
Sure. That makes sense.
That's one. Monstrous.
Yeah,
Demonic.
that's 2.
Strength. Speed. Razor claws. Versus sorceress. Okay, I'm just gonna check what the numbers are for this, because what did you say? So who would be left if? Okay.
You're gonna roll all odds. You're just gloating too much.
I've got the 8 pool dice. 8. Oh, what do I want this story to end like? 'Cause I'm gonna put 2 in, because
Okay.
I don't want to tip the scales too much into like definite, but I want it slightly in my favor. Okay, yeah. So I'm just storm of tentacle razors and
That looks pretty good. I don't think it matters what
Mighty epic.
I have an ability called Void Blooded. I can make one character visible to me to reroll the even dice. So like a whirlpool of void energy opens up on your back, Setarra, and you may reroll all those 6.
4, 5, 6.
That is
Okay.
awesome!
Boom. No, if that isn't.
You just barely pull it off with 3 successes.
Oh, damn it!
That was great, though. That was a cool moment. Very, very clever use of that special ability. So, what does the last moment look like? I think a little collaboration between Magister Lor and Setarra is the last moments of the binding taking place, of the fatal wound inflicted upon Lich, or near. I don't know.
think 'cause
Edney's
I would
appearance.
like to say because of that whatever that thing, that disruption of my energies, that I would probably collapse into Magister Lor, and it'd be like, who survived? Who did the Setarra die? Did Magister Lor die? Who knows? For a moment, at least.
Nice, nice. So, what happens with Magister Lor? Is she lying there on the floor of the chamber, or does she disappear when they disappear, or what
Oh,
goes
she
on?
totally disappears.
Yes! Oh, that's the best! So,
She becomes one with the force.
oh! Yes, perfectly timed. Yeah, so you see Kel jump onto Setarra's back, buying those crucial moments, and then the binding spell taking hold, but Setarra closes on your master, and then they all disappear into a crystal prison, and you are left alone, the last of the Strelai. So ends our game of
Are we
Magic.
frozen in combat inside the crystal?
Yes! Yes, that's so good. That's metal. Sweet! Cool. Thank you all so much for playing Magister Lor. Thanks for going a little bit over time. I apologize for our late start. And so this was fun. Thank you, Michael, for playing with us. It was great to have some fresh blood in.
It was awesome. Yes, one of the best games I ever had.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are all awesome, and I'm a big fan, even bigger now than before. So yes.
We are good.
Oh,
Oh, and humble.
no false modesty.
Yeah.
Next week, I will be rerunning, or basically running a sequel to a game from last year, which is Octane, written by Jared Sorensen as Memento Mori Theatrics. So please do go back and check out that original video if you want. I will just let you know that there was a demon named Fettuccine, or Fettuccine if you asked him. And it was pretty touching and surprising. There was demon love, much like in this one. I don't know. It could be a running theme. But we'll be playing Octane next week, and then after that will be Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week run by Alex, guys.
More
This
love
is
letters.
very exciting. Lots of great games coming up soon. So thanks again, everybody, for playing, and we'll go ahead and stop broadcast here. Have a good rest of your day.